coming. Really impressed that with all the players that they nearly turned up all on time. That is great, and they're nicely dressed. Regarding 2011 season, it was very good. Enormous amount of cricket was played, even though the weather was not that brilliant. A lot of records were smashed, and that's how we like to see it. Also, we'd like to thank Elliott Davis Properties, who've been sponsoring our league, and they've gone to a lot of effort into this function for tonight. So could I have a round of applause for Elliott Davis Properties, please? Now, I'd like to give you just a moment. Every year, people who've been seeing me every year know that I get a bit confused, puzzled, but I'll get there. That is with the speech. Ladies and gentlemen, this year we saw, like I said before, in cricket, Marsh's Cricket Club. They broke all records of the whole league. I'm talking about records that since I started this league about 12 years ago, I've never witnessed nothing like this than we have this year. Marsh's Cricket Club managed to not only win the league, they won the Knockout 2020 and they won the Knockout 40-40 competition.
Come on, big hand.
The reason for that is pure and simple. Every year they would struggle to be winners-up. Normally they were finishing runners-up for the past couple of years. We finally came to the conclusion that the chairman of Marsh's, Mr. Salim Yassin Saab, would always go off to Spain. This year we made it very clear to Salim Saab that he's not allowed to go to Spain and concentrate on his team. Salim Saab he handed in a holiday request form a couple of times and I refused them. It came to a stage where he said, okay, if you do not want to approve my holiday request form, can you talk to Auntie? For that, straight away, we approved it because nor me, nor the vice chairman could dishonor that. But luckily, Salim Saab did not go. He concentrated on his team, and with his captain, Amir, they did very well. Just to let you know even a little bit more about the Marshes, I'll tell you this now, I'm not a very great fan of Marshes. Everybody's aware of that. That's purely on the cricket ground. Reason being, a couple of years ago, they played against us and they made a record score of over 400 runs in a 40-over game. So there you can see why I do not really like them.
Come on.
You can clap, by the way, because it was a very big achievement. It's the highest total ever made in Elliott Davis London Cricket League and has still not been smashed. So hopefully one day somebody will break the record and we'll come runners-up in that category. Marshes this year, I know sometimes you probably have a speech as well, don't you? You sure? Oh, okay. Marshes this year, they've finished unbeaten. Unbeaten in the sense that all the games they played, they were not defeated once, which is a new record in our league. Teams normally would lose in the 2020 or the 40-40 competition or even in the league. But this time, Marshes did not. They finished on 273 points and a difference of 60 points from the runners-up. Never before has this been achieved. In between, there were about 3 abandoned matches. Had those games taken place, Marshes would have made another record of scoring above 310 points in the league, which is very unheard of. The last time points that were scored were 277. That was back in 2004, and that again was by Marshes. Marshes' inning their highest score, if they've been batting, they have scored over 384 runs if they're to put into bat. And if they were chasing the score, they would normally wipe out the opponent within like 120, 130 runs. So that goes to show the caliber of Marsh's, and especially the captain. But the most interesting one was when Marsh's played Lion Tigers, and where Marsh's managed to score 212 runs with a loss of 4 wickets in 24.2 overs. That itself is never heard of, because that cricket ball must have been flying out of the ground so many times that they must have lost quite a amount.